Hi, welcome to the Commercial Gas Engineer channel. I was on the roof and changing a element or installing an element on the solar panel. So basically using it as a backup, so on less sunny days that it would kick in. So I was installing it with my father-in-law, so we're taking out the old, well, it's not even an element, it was just a blanking plate, and then putting in the new one. So this is us actually bringing it back to the shop because it did not fit. So the bolts were in the wrong place and so on. So they said it would take about a month. So here's the amount of scale building up in there. The unit's about 7 years old. I didn't actually realize that you could buy an element for a solar panel tank. It's 200 liters. I'll have a little look inside to see the scale. There's a bit of scale build up. The scale can actually damage these units, and so it's good to get it out, but the water was quite hot. It's also recommended to put a cover over the panel, the solar panel, to stop it from heating up the water and so on, and also converting electricity into DC and so on from the sunlight. This is where the old water heater was. There was another backup water heater there. You can see it teeing off to the side, just below the isolation valve. So basically it's isolated, and we are putting the old unit back in. We use the old goma, or as you'd say in Spanish, or the old washer. This is a little view from the roof above my place, looking at the sea. And then basically getting up to the roof is a bit tricky as well, because our ladder isn't exactly fit for purpose. It stopped dripping at first. My father-in-law was a bit worried about it going to leak, that the old washer wasn't going to hold up, but it did in the end. And then we went to vent it later. I need to get a proper ladder on this roof to make it a bit safer. So the first option was to put in a Ariston electric water heater, sort of to communicate with the panel, but it didn't. That wasn't the best option. It's best to just, when the temperature drops below a certain temperature, the element would kick in. Here's a view towards the sea, and then there's another panel here, electric panel. This is basically for electricity. So this is just venting it. It's funny, even though venting it, here just looking at the waste which was leaking when I was venting. But let me know your experience with solar panels. Gonna have to stop this leak as well. One thing to the other. Bye bye bye.